So let's go with Division 2, guys. We have Hideout for this one, so yet another different map here, getting a wide variety of maps today. We have Ragnarök versus Dads here. So let me see if I don't think... Yeah, I haven't looked up these guys' ratings. I'm gonna approximate it a little bit here, but if you want to know the rating of any of the players, exclamation mark rank and the player's nickname in chat should work. Now I could say already that Ragnarök, these guys here should be favored. Aristocats is in the 1600s, only one, and Waffles high 1400s. I think overall, in terms of average elo, it has to be 100-200 difference between his teams at least. So I would say Ragnarök should have the edge here, but you never know. We'll see as the game progresses. We have Hideout here. So let's have a little chat about the civs here. First we have the Burmese flank for Zreptar here. That immediately suggests to me that he wants to go for a castle or two and start producing Arambai, because Arambai would just melt these palisade walls. You could run in and raid and wreak havoc in your opposing flank space. Even if Waffles... Hold on. Even if Shakuni on the other side here would wall off this section, that's not really going to stop a castle drop and Arambai from Zreptar, because the Arambai are so strong against buildings. They have high pierce attack, so they would easily take out walls. A little bit of walls already from Shakuni here on this side. But Burmese here, very likely to go for the unique unit, the Arambai. But they have great infantry and great elephants as well. Many options, and the only thing they're lacking are good archers and upgrades from the archer tech tree. They're missing both Castle Age and Imperial Age upgrades for the archer's defense. Now for pocket here, we have Waffles tree with the Indians pocket here. Solid pocketive even after the recent nerf. You get to the you get the best camels in the game with their unique addition, the Imperial camel that we might see into play in the late game. Great boom potential as well, considering that the villagers cost less in the feudal castle and Imperial Ages for Indians, maybe even Dark Age, actually 5% cheaper or something. So I would kind of expect Waffles to go for the boom approach here, to do a fast castle and then pop out 2 or 3 TCs and start getting that Indians boom going. Right hand side we have Aristocats with the Bulgarians flank here. So that could mean Men-at-Arms Towers on the opposing flank here. And looking at the resources, yeah, it would be tough to deny any resources here with towers from outside the walls. But yeah, Men-at-Arms Towers, or in the cast stage, you get the unique building for Bulgarians, the Krepost, which is also something we might see here. That would be a good way to sustain a push and defend your forward units. Not to mention the unique unit, the conic cavalry unit, or simply to get to the Imperial Age and get to their ridiculously cheap siege ram upgrade with Bulgarians now only costing a total of 650 food. It's 50% discount on Siege Workshop and Blacksmith technologies from Bulgarians after the recent buff in the patch. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the plan is here. Looks like the players are off to good starts here. Very little idle time to spot. Dark Kilimon falling slightly behind the villagers, but nothing significant. So for the other team, we had Dark Kilimon here with the Ethiopians flank. So we saw Ethiopians and their archers in the previous game. Faster fighting archers can be really, really deadly. And from the looks of it here, Dark Kilimon could be thinking about some feudal age archers here, actually. We'll see, as Shakuni is being slightly denied of some walling here. It's only palisades walls though, so if, as said, if Zreptar goes for the Arambai, that's just no hinder. It's only going to give Shakuni a heads up at best. Dark Kilimon with Ethiopians, yeah, 3 on gold. 22, getting Loom. That's not something you usually do for Hideout, but could mean that he wants to go for a forward villager to build some forward production moving on. Aristocat, meanwhile, with a sneak barracks to the side here, should not be within Dark Element's line of sight here. I like the line of thinking for Dark Element though to go for the straight archers here, because you know you're up against Bulgarians and they are likely to go for some kind of men-at-arms, maybe a towers addition push into Karpost. For a pocket for dads here, we have Deno 037, he's playing as the Malay. Now there's an infamous tactic for Hideout over closed maps for Malay to go for 20 elephants in 20 minutes. That might very well be in their plans here, to have the flanks buying the pocket a little bit of time to get to those masked elephants. And if you can get to the enemy bases, that's going to be pretty darn deadly. But it remains to be seen, of course. Malay with the advantage that they go up 66% faster to the next age, so you could go up at a higher pop and still match your opponent's uptimes to some extent. Finally, on the other side for Shakuni here, we have Japanese. Great infantry, receive their infantry attack faster, some of the best halberdiers in the game, and also likely to go for archers plays here, I'd say. So let's see how the Japanese solves this one. It is indeed men-at-arms towers for Aristocats here. Bulgarians get men-at-arms instantly, so you don't need to research that upon going up. Looks like the walls are about to be breached here. The men-at-arms of Aristocats is in, supplying villagers consistently here, so not going to fall behind in eco here. Good sustained push here to deny this defensive tower from going up as well. Dark Yellowmon will be desperate for his defensive archers now. I'm not sure if I understand the spearman addition here. Maybe for the enemy scout, but that's food and wood you'd prefer to invest into farms, I think. Another defensive tower being tried here for Dark Killamon is a strong, good damage dealt from Aristocats already. Just look at the villager counts here. It's 22 for Dark Killamon and 26 for Aristocats. So really sustaining great eco behind this for Aristocats while pushing forward with men-at-arms towers here. Dark Killamon is really forcing this tower up, and he has to, because you need that gold access for Ethiopians to be able to go for your archers here. Now the bright side of this push here from Aristocats is that Dark Killamon is buying time for Deno to get the blacksmith market blacksmith stable up. Double stables here now for the Malay player. Well on the way to the castle age, and since Malay researched the through the ages faster, it's also going to be up to the next age before Waffles here with the Indians. I would say though that since Malay elephants are lacking Castle Age and Imperial Age defense upgrades, Indian Castle Age elephants from Waffles 3 would still be helping out nicely against Malay elephant push here. And say if Shakuni or if one of the other teammates are one of the other opponents are able to get to the cast stage and some monks as well, you could hold off that elephant push quite nicely in this team game, actually. I think Aristocat's approach here is to just buy his teammate time to get the Indians boom going as well. I would not be surprised to see Waffles 3 dropping 2 town centers right away here. Let's see the wood situation. It's gonna be at least, I think it's gonna be triple TC. I have to commend Dark Kelmon for the defensive efforts though. Did get this tower up and is now with 27 villagers against 34. Kept the aggression out to a large extent here. Falling behind in villagers of course, but still keeping the wood eco-fluent and just needs to address some idols here now. all in all doing okay here, but I think you'll have to be careful with the weak villagers here though. Another villager goes down. There's a full-on towers war on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Shakuni is walling off the left-hand side, with the hopes of keeping the Arambai aggression from Sreptar out here. Look at these stone walls to try and deny the Burmese push as much as possible. However, with the castle up on these walls, the castle could start hitting all of these walls and also deny any further walling behind, and it's just going to leave Sreptar in a comfortable position to go for Arambai production here and finally break through the walls and go for the enemy here. Shakun is still in the feudal age even. But right around the corner of Castle Age. Here we have the camels on the right hand side already, because why not? You don't really need them on the left hand side, it's just full fat slob over here from Shakuni, so Buffles might as well just send these camels over to assist aristocrats in the bush here on the right hand side. They are Indian camels, so they get a little bit extra pierce armor here as well. So what is feudal age archers of Dark Kelemon here will likely just melt to small numbers of upgraded Indians camels here. Range is going up for Shakuni here, so siege as well, the university. I think the ranges are crucial here to get to crossbows, to get to Arbalest before Sreptar can break through with an Arambai on this side. Look at the elephant train though, this is going to catch the right hand side opponents off guard here. I hope that Deno doesn't reveal them though, and shouldn't be using them to take out towers, should just be moving further on and try their best to go straight for some damage on Aristocrats, who is still in the feudal age. So this Malay train of elephants, if they can break to the palisades of Aristocrats here, there's no way Aristocrats holds it off, because feudal spearmen are just so much in this matchup, and without monks you can't convert them easily either, so you'd have to rely on huge camel numbers by Waffles here, and Waffles is only on 6 military right now. So just go for the attack now, don't go to help out our Kilmon and reveal this elephant trainer. Let's see if Aristocrat Cats and his team are able to spot this. See? Elephants perfectly hid away over here. 20 Malay elephants in just about 22 minutes. Comes at a cost though, because while Waffle 3 is on triple TCs here and with 47 villagers, we have Deno with only 30 villagers because of the elephants commitment. Here comes the train of elephants though. Dark Kilmon, of course, in a rough spot here, but still with only 27 villagers, but triple ranges to extend to those few archers and do their very best to hold on. I think this is almost a matter of who kills the other side first here. House walls behind, but is it going to be enough against this mass of elephants though? Oh, and Castlage just kicked in for Aristocrats. He's going to have to drop a monastery here if you can, in my opinion. Let's see. Arambai, high damage output, but still the elephants have 250 HP, so it's still going to take them a lot of effort to take out these masses of elephants. Great house walls, and now using the monastery as walls as well, keeping the 20 elephants out here. I guess Aristocrats kind of suspected something like this might come from the melee after all. It's an infamous tactic for maps like these. Meanwhile, fortified wall is in for Shakuni over here. Going to keep the Burmese aggression out for a good while here, but that just means that the Burmese player can move on to the other side and help out in the war efforts over here. Look at the builder counts here, huge difference in the builder department here, and Dark Kelemon still in the feudal age as well, with actually nowhere near of clicking up just yet. Let's see how the elephants will hold up here. Dark Kelemon risks losing all the archers here, of course, in this run-in. But the elephants in return might clean up some iron by here. We have a pretty ridiculous mass of elephants here, actually. But without an option to break through even the palisade walls with this kind of walling behind, it's going to be tough for Deno here to deal some real damage. I think now it's a good call to use the elephants to clean up these towers, to let Dark Kelemon stabilize a little bit here and get going. Nice monk snipe there as well. Great team efforts here from dads actually to use the small armies of that are here of Dark Kelemon to snipe monks so that the elephants cannot be easily converted here. Did they try the elephant strat that beat us? Yes, this is the 20 elephants in 20 minutes build again from Deno here. But if you look at Aristocrat's side here, I love Deno's call to sneak the elephants around, not reveal them to the flank side here. But still Aristocrats was able to house wall behind and then put up some monasteries. I mean, this was crucial timing for Aristocat's castle age here. Aristocat has been going Man-at-Arms towers on Dark Kelemon here, obviously delaying his own castle age quite a bit. But by the time Deno's elephants reached the gate here, Aristocats just kicked in with the castle age, pulled up some house walls to keep the elephants out of the gate, and then used dropped 2 monasteries as well as further wall here, so the elephants weren't let in. So he should have kept trying to get in. Giving up is eventual GG. Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Anon. The elephant numbers are increasing, and I mean, you could have moved on to the next palisade gate, and with 5 or 6 elephants attacking, I don't think you are able to stop the gate from going down in time. There's even an opening here now that I see it, actually. So, I think he straggler hopped through there just earlier. But now keeping the elephants on the defensive here, that's not going to do enough for Deno here. Deno needs to go on the forward ASAP, and preferably together with Dark Kelemon here. Yeah, I think when you have 20 elephants, there's no way you should be able to. The opponent should be able to wall off every section here behind. At the very least, that's going to cost them a lot of wood, and worst case, they might even run out of wood for other things, so you could still cause some damage. Elephants are kind of slow as well, so pulling them back without using them, it's not ideal. But now we see forward monasteries for Aristocats as well. Yes, 4 monasteries total now, and we'll have a Krepos up as well. We have Sreptar going up to the Imperial Age, not too far behind Shakuni here, and although Sreptar hasn't done any damage on this side, Dark Kelemon is still miles behind with the 40 villagers, as opposed to Aristocats 71 here. Look at this mass of monks. Waffles with the forward stables as well. I think they want to address the home eco of Deno now. Note that Deno is still on 1 TC. This Malay Elephants play with 20 elephants in 20 minutes is just so all in. Here come the Aran Bios Reptar. They aren't needed on this side. Shakuni is fat slobbing it up here. No gate even between these walls. So that's just not gonna You don't need to worry about any aggression from this side. That's why Zeraptar is running the whole way around, breaks the gates here, and is running with the Iron Bite to deal damage at the different players here easily. Deno down to 21 villagers. We still have the elephants, of course, but now we have Zreptar and the opposing team in the Imperial Age. We have Dark Kilimon at the 34th minute, still in the Feudal Age here. Just not going to get anywhere here, and as I was going to say, we have to be looking at the GG kicking in soon. Great efforts, innovative strategy from Deno with Malay Pocket and 20 elephants in 20 minutes here, but they're up against a much stronger team, unfortunately, and it doesn't seem to quite work out for them here. So let's look at the stats and the uptimes here. 38 military for Zeraptor, KD 38 to 5, Dark Kilimon with 18 to 41. Did lose a lot of those feudal archers. It's just very limited how much feudal army can do at minute 35 with other players in the Imperial Age. Waffles with the free boom at home was never really really threatened. And then we have the superior eco for the Indians player as well. It was just a matter of time before the Imperial Camels would enter the field there. We didn't get to see them this game, actually. It ends rather early here. Zeraptar with 119 villagers. Shakuni, Waffles. Pretty strong eco overall for Ragnarök here.